Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order. This is the City of Twinsburg Architectural Review Board on January 5th, 2023. It is 6 o'clock. We'll start with the roll call of all members.
Mrs. Fraser?
Here.
Mr. Markovitz?
Here.
Mr. Midlick?
Here.
Mr. Sharma?
Here.
We were informed this week of the unfortunate passing of our board member, Michael Gillen. He was a member, he began in the spring this year, filling out the remainder of the term of Don Spice. And he was planning to continue on with our board and apply for a 3-year term this spring. So I wanted that on record that Michael is not here, and I'll make a motion to excuse him from all further meetings. And I send my condolences to his family and his friends in this community.
A little shocker. Just getting to know him pretty good too. I didn't hear about it. About what happened?
We don't know for sure, but it was unexpected.
Correct, yeah.
Possibly a heart attack or something unexpected.
Sad to hear.
Would you like me to do roll call?
Yes.
Mrs. Fraser?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Tonight we have 2 cases on our agenda. Is there anyone here who'd like to participate as a member of the public who does not have a case on the agenda? Is there anything you wanted to say on record? Okay. All right, then we'll start with the first case. Case 23-0101. It is 10735 Ravenna Road, Suite 411, Serve and Finesse signage. You can approach and speak from the microphone here. Go ahead and let us know about your project.
Okay.
What you're proposing.
So
And introduce yourself.
Hello. I am sorry. I've never been to one of these before.
No, that's
My
fine.
apologies. My name is Ben Geschke. I work for a Sign Above right down the road off of Darrow. We are doing a polymetal 4x7 sign for a barber shop. Serve and Finesse. Here's the photo here of the sign. And it is going on his building. His suite is 411. Right here pictured, circled.
Okay.
And that's the project basically. that's about
Okay.
it.
Does this sign fit within the brick square the same way that power appliance next to it does?
It is slightly taller and slightly shorter.
The proportions of the sign would be?
Correct, yes.
I would like the sign to fit within that brick square.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me if it doesn't fill the entire square, but I don't think it should be extending over the brick framework.
It won't extend over it, so if anything, it'll be slightly smaller than that square.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it'll still fit within that?
Inside of it, yes,
The
correct.
soldier coursing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to point out that power appliance has moved. They've moved down further, so that sign will not be
Oh,
there.
that sign's not, it won't be there in the future. Okay.
It's the same profile as the power appliance sign. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, is there any lighting for the sign, or is it
Nope.
no lighting at all?
Is this over the entrance? Because there aren't doors in that location?
It is not over the entrance, no, just over that window.
Okay, and then you'll enter,
The entrance is a little bit to the, do you have this picture as well?
yes.
So the entrance is pretty much right here to get inside, to get into that suite.
Okay,
It's a multi-tenant entrance. There's roughly 7 or 8 different units inside that building.
okay. All right. And then as far as the sign goes, it took me a little bit to see the scissors to know exactly what this tenant was.
Yes.
With the name Serve and Finesse, I was trying to figure it out, but it says studios. I have no objection to it. I don't know if it's a new business and this is a new name.
I believe, yeah, he moved in about 2 months ago, so he has a temporary sign in his window. So
Okay.
he contacted a sign above about a month and a half ago. And yes, Serve and Finesse is his name. Barber, he's a barber.
Okay.
Is the gold trim, sort of where you see the little black line at the bottom of each leaf, it's just a little gold there?
Yeah, just around the letters, there's a slight gold trim, and then slightly around the white inset border as well.
Okay. Just in the center, just in the
Correct, yeah.
logo center, not on the,
Yep.
okay. All right. Well, I'm okay. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve as submitted.
I can second it.
Okay. I'll ask for I ask for you to call a vote.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mrs. Fraser?
Yes. Okay, been approved.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Is that already up?
I know, it says before and after, I don't know what,
Yes.
It looks like it's already.
I'm guessing if it's
Okay.
said before.
Our next case is case 230102. It is at 2661 East Aurora Road. Within the it's a residence within the C5 district. Doesn't appear that we have an applicant here today.
We do not.
Would we like to review the case without an applicant?
Looks like
I think we could try
we
to.
already, you did all
I'm
the
good
work on
with
his
it.
property.
Yeah, the work was performed, and you can review it, and if you deny it, then they have the option to come back, or you cannot review it, and they do have to come back.
Well, let's start with a discussion of it. It looks like it was already constructed.
Correct.
We don't have any drawings that show heights,
They have not submitted that to the building department yet.
so we would need, for any type of addition like this, we would actually need drawings.
Right.
So I don't think that we can actually vote on this without having received the drawings and without having an applicant. But looking at it from the images, I don't think, if that's a handrail, that is 36 inches, which is the minimum for residential, correct?
For a guardrail, 36 is
36 is residential, correct?
guardrail, yes.
For a guardrail.
Yes.
And this would be a location that needs a guardrail because it's a significant drop off of that. It's not 2 steps.
30 inches above
Right.
grade. Correct.
So
What-
I don't think that it would meet code for that. And if there's a door up there,
Yeah,
it's
that's
tough
what
to
I'm
tell from the
trying to-
images if those are windows or doors. If it's purely a decorative element, it doesn't look like a decorative element. It looks like a
There is a door
construct.
up there.
There is a door there?
Door up there, yes.
Okay, so then I don't think it even makes it based on meeting codes.
We cannot determine that because they have not submitted that information.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, so we can't determine that. But from the look of it, it looks like it's a overdone temporary, not quite guardrail. It doesn't look decorative. It looks like it's made out of simple wood members. And the posts, the corner posts don't align underneath the columns as you would expect them to. They kind of went out a little further from what I can tell on the images. So I'm concerned about the design of it from the aesthetic standpoint, the code standpoint, also. And we're,
No, unless you measured it, I mean, it could be 3 feet, but
You know, I'm trying to figure out if the house is yellow or gray.
So when they
It's
took the
gray.
picture originally, the house was yellow. They did come in front of you guys to put a new roof on it and to paint the house gray. You guys approved the house and the roof color.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they came in before.
Correct, yeah. Once again, the work was done before
Oh,
they came to you guys.
even when he came in, it was already done,
Correct.
right? Oh,
so
I would like to see
That means we've seen the print,
elevations and
though.
all
Well,
that stuff.
those are required for any
Yeah.
changes in the C5 district, and really in anything that comes through this board
So
should
it means
have,
they have to, so this application has to come back.
they would have to come back.
Okay.
yeah, but he must have shown us the print, right?
No, the previous meeting was just for the roof and for the
Oh, so you
painting.
took
It was
And then
color
I-
changes,
Correct, and I went to do the re-inspection on the roof, and they installed the rails too.
Okay.
right?
Does it pass code?
Tell them.
I have not measured the rails. I don't
Right.
have, like, I'm not allowed to just enter somebody's house to measure something.
Right. Even on the decorative,
Throw a ladder up on the
Yeah.
side of the house and climb up.
even if it's decorative, it's not done quite right.
Yeah. It's different.
I mean, the idea of it is
So-
nice. I think it
Yeah.
can look nice. if-
It might look nicer in person, who knows? But it's not what I would have done.
I'll make a motion to table until drawings are submitted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay.
With the person coming in also. If they could, right?
What is that?
With the person coming in?
We prefer an applicant to come in.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Okay, I'll call for a vote.
Mrs. Frazier,
Yes.
Mr. Midlick,
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz,
Yes.
Mr. Sharma.
Yes.
Okay. Next on our agenda is the approval of minutes from the December 15th meeting. Those were sent to us in our packets, and I believe they were also emailed.
I don't have any comments about them.
I'm okay with them. I'll make a motion to approve minutes from December 15th. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Call for a vote?
Mr. Sharma,
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz,
Yes.
Mr. Midlick,
Yes.
Mrs. Frazier.
Yes. At the beginning of the meeting, we discussed the passing of Michael Gillen. That's on our agenda next. Again, our condolences to his family and his friends, and we'll miss him. I was just getting to know him.
Yeah.
I stayed after and talked with him for about 10 minutes after the last meeting and talked about his flooring business
Yeah.
and his intent to continue on with the board
I was
and,
going to pass them on to quite a few people, too.
Yeah.
That's how I started catching up with them. You know, we had something in common, and they had some really good contractors you could have counted on.
Mhm.
Yeah. A little shocking. So, how long has it been? A couple of weeks? A week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Like not long
And there
after
were-
the last meeting?
I think there were calling hours last Thursday. My son was having an MRI. I couldn't stop by,
I
but
didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't need to
Like the
keep
day
up on my
before
email on that.
Christmas or something like that.
It was
just a
when?
few days, but it was the
I
Thursday
believe it was the
before Christmas.
23rd,
Yeah.
Couple of days.
23rd, 22nd,
How old was he?
52, I believe.
Yeah, way
Mhm.
younger than I am.
Yeah.
Younger than me, too, about 20 years.
About 10 years for me.
I don't know if city council intends to have someone fill in or if they're waiting for the term to expire and at the end of March.
They'll probably just, since they're taking applications currently now,
Mhm.
Right.
probably just continue with that process and just add another vacancy.
Mhm, yeah.
So we may be going through March with just 4 members in.
And maybe they get speeded
I
up.
can see what,
Yeah.
did you often have someone that you would need a tiebreaker?
Occasionally. Yeah. It depends what comes through. I mean, a case like the sign tonight was pretty unanimous, but something like, this one that we had come through, this could take a split vote. Somebody may say it's not a big deal, go ahead. Somebody else may say it's not nice, I don't like it very much. Somebody might say, yeah. So I could see that happening occasionally.
With that one, it's probably not 36 inches high, so it's gonna have to be, something's gonna have to be redone, so they're gonna have to
You guys
redesign.
find people when they build up stuff and then come for the application or something like that?
So there's not a city ordinance that allows us to double fine or fine people for previously doing it. But if
Yeah.
they've become in violation of like the property maintenance issues and the codified ordinances, then we can fine them. But as if we're starting without a permit, there's not a fine.
It seems like it's been happening a lot. Like there was one with that a gym sign that not only they built the sign, but we have to approve the variance on it. And then something like this, and I believe there were a couple more in the past.
Right.
Yeah,
My
we-
thought, it's tough to tell who's who, but if somebody does it not realizing that changing, adding on a small pergola or something affects their property and they have to come through, a certain amount of grace can be offered. But then there are other people who have that mindset of, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission because they wanted to do what they want to do. And what are you going to do? Make me tear it all down?
Sometimes.
Those
sure.
are the people that it's, yeah,
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's hard to say that they didn't know better.
Right. And I don't want to have to be a judge of that, so then you're,
Yeah,
and if you don't want to be the judge of that, so then you're
Yeah.
stuck with, well, we have to,
especially if they had a contractor do it.
contractor should know to pull a permit.
Yeah.
In this
That's
case,
hard
they
to do. I
clearly
don't know
pulled
if
a
I
permit
can say
before,
about it.
so
Yeah. Our building department's very accommodating. They try to help out all the time.
Currently, I believe in the case of a tie, it's a fail, correct?
Correct. It has to pass.
So with 4 members, it would be that. And then when somebody's missing, we would be down to 3, which they have the option to wait and come back with a
A
more
full
complete board
Correct.
Yeah.
if we're missing someone. So,
I'll see what
Yeah.
next.
Mhm.
yeah.
And then, I think we found out too, if we only have 2 coming to the meeting, then the meeting gets canceled, right?
Yes, we have to have at least 3 members.
It'll be present.
you guys' commission's coming up, right? Yours and David, yours coming up too?
Yes.
For renewal?
Yeah.
Are you guys planning?
I
on-
think in March, I guess. All of them come up in March, right?
Are
The
you,
applications are out now.
are you guys applying for renewal?
I think I'm still good for another year.
You applying?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I had mixed feelings
He's
on it.
retired, he could definitely do it.
It's been 12 years, and this was a rough
You
year.
apply?
Yeah.
And I have 3
Just gotta
kids.
remember
The
after
meeting storm is over. I think,
Yeah.
I keep thinking if
No,
I'm
that's
on,
not
I don't
it.
have to do
I
it.
think we're getting better.
Yeah.
I was
It'd be
thinking
nice
that.
if you stayed, so.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to have qualified people too.
Yeah, not like
Some type of
hiring off
experience.
of it, but.
Can we adjourn the meeting and then
Yes.
continue on the conversation?
Okay. I'd like to adjourn the meeting. It is 6:20.
I'll second. I don't like dates.
Call for a vote?
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Midley?
Yes.